I never thought I would be the woman who got cheated on. I prided myself on being a good wife, loving, supportive, and attentive. I took care of our home, celebrated his successes, and stood by him in difficult times. But none of that mattered when I found out my husband, Daniel, was having an affair. The realization felt like a knife slicing through the very fabric of my reality, unraveling everything I thought I knew about our marriage. The love I had poured into our relationship suddenly felt like a wasted effort, a cruel joke played on me by fate. It started with a gut feeling, the late nights, the sudden secrecy with his phone, the way he no longer looked at me like he used to. At first I told myself I was being paranoid, but deep down I knew something was wrong. One evening while he was in the shower, his phone lit up on the nightstand. My heart pounded as I hesitated, staring at the screen, my fingers tingling with dread. My mind screamed at me to put it down, to pretend I never saw it, but curiosity and fear overpowered my restraint. With trembling hands, I unlocked his phone and read the message. "Can't wait to see you again, baby. Last night was amazing." My breath hitched, my vision blurred with unshed tears. A sinking, hollow feeling spread through my chest as I reread the words, each one cutting deeper than the last. Shaking, I scrolled further. There they were, pictures and videos, his hands on her body, their lips locked in passionate kisses, her face filled with desire. My stomach twisted as I watched a clip of them together in what used to be our favorite hotel. The sheets tangled around their limbs, his voice murmuring the same sweet nothings he once whispered to me. My hands went cold, my body frozen in place, unable to look away from the undeniable proof of his betrayal. My world, as I knew it, had just crumbled in the span of a few seconds. The ground beneath me shattered. My hands trembled. My breath came in short gasps. I wanted to scream, cry, throw the phone against the wall. Instead, I did something else. I took a deep breath, set the phone down, and walked out of the bedroom. I wasn't going to confront him, at least not yet. Over the next few days, I became an actress in my own life. I smiled when he kissed me goodbye. I nodded at his excuses for coming home late. I played the role of the oblivious wife while quietly gathering evidence. Text messages, hotel reservations, even a pair of earrings that weren't mine hidden in his car. Then I did what no scorned wife had ever done in a moment of betrayal. I turned my pain into strategy. If he wanted to play games, I would win. I reached out to a lawyer first, making sure I understood my rights and had every financial and legal advantage before confronting him. I gathered all the evidence I needed, ensuring that when the time came, I would be prepared. Then, I carefully planned my next move. I booked a surprise couples dinner with some close friends and his parents, people whose opinions mattered to him the most. I wanted him to feel the weight of his actions in front of those he respected, to watch his carefully constructed facade crumble before their eyes. That evening, dressed in my favorite red dress, I was the picture of calm. Daniel had no idea what was coming. Halfway through dinner, I raised my glass and smiled sweetly. To my husband, the love of my life, you've given me so much these past years. Love, companionship, and as I recently found out, the perfect excuse to leave you. The table fell silent. His mother gasped, pressing a hand to her chest. His father narrowed his eyes, his lips tightening into a grim line. Our friends exchanged confused glances, shifting uncomfortably in their seats. The clinking of silverware ceased, and all eyes turned to Daniel, who had turned an alarming shade of red as he choked on his drink, coughing violently. I let the silence stretch, savoring the tension thickening in the air. Then, with calculated poise, I reached into my clutch, pulled out my phone, and read the messages aloud, every sordid detail. The flirtatious exchanges, the secret rendezvous, the hotel reservations. The room was suffocating with disbelief as gasps and murmurs rippled through the group. Daniel's face drained of color, his hands gripping the edge of the table as if to steady himself against the weight of his own guilt. "I've already spoken to a lawyer," I continued, my voice unwavering despite the tremor of adrenaline rushing through me. "You'll be hearing from them soon. Oh, and don't worry about moving out. I already changed the locks. Your things, they're waiting for you at a motel nearby." I stood, placed my napkin on the table, and walked away as the weight of years of deception lifted from my shoulders. The days that followed were a blur of legal meetings, paperwork, and the quiet realization that my life was about to change forever. Daniel begged. He cried. He swore it had meant nothing, that he had made a mistake. He sent long messages, left voicemails full of regret, even showed up at my door with flowers and empty promises. But I wasn't interested in apologies anymore. I had spent too long making excuses for a man who didn't deserve me, who had taken my trust and shattered it. This time, I was choosing myself. Instead of drowning in sorrow, I chose to rise. I packed my bags and traveled to places I had only dreamed of. I met new people, rediscovered passions, and embraced the freedom I never knew I needed. I laughed, genuinely, deeply, without the weight of betrayal holding me down. I found pieces of myself I had long buried beneath the roles of wife and caretaker. In the end, Daniel's betrayal turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me. It was my wake-up call, my second chance at life. Because through all the pain, I found my way back to the one person who truly deserved my love, me. And that, I decided, was the sweetest revenge of all. So if you're standing at the edge of heartbreak, wondering what comes next, let me tell you, the best is yet to come. Choose yourself. Choose happiness. You deserve it.
With this story or found it thought-provoking, please take a moment to like and subscribe for more content that dives deep into the complexities of human emotions. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue bringing stories that resonate with real-life experiences. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. How would you have handled this situation? Let's start a conversation about love, trust, and redemption.